All right, so artificial intelligence has been dominating the narrative in the crypto space over the last couple of years, and it's been continuously growing and getting bigger and bigger, but still overall, it is really undervalued relative to the stock market, where we see Nvidia have a multiple trillion-dollar market cap by itself, which is larger than the entire crypto space. So if we're looking at AI and big data tokens in crypto, I think this is where the biggest opportunity is right now. I've been investing in dozens and dozens of projects, trying to find the next project that's going to go from like zero to $5 billion, become the largest AI and big data project. And the one that I'm keeping an eye out on recently has been getting a lot of traction. It's been invested in by some of the biggest names in the crypto space, and it's called Arcium. And ultimately, Arcium is encrypt everything, compute anything. And so Archium is an encrypted supercomputer enabling applications, organizations, and institutions to use data in its fully encrypted state. So it was founded by a team of leading engineers and cryptography experts, and ultimately Arcium has been developing groundbreaking technology. You can see that they have their public sale, which is going to be from March 24th to March 31st over on CoinList. And so when it goes live at 1700 UTC on CoinList, I'm expecting big things, because the key thing about this project is that it's 10,000 times faster than FHE. It's fully decentralized, and it is something that already has 25 partners, 50,000 plus private testnet applications, 30 plus patents, and really has been gaining a lot of attention. So if we're looking at it, not only this, they acquired their biggest Web2 competitor, Infer, which was backed by JP Morgan, Amazon, and others, and they've been the Web2 leader in confidential AI for defense, health tech, and traditional finance. So this acquisition, which they talk about right here, has ultimately made Arcium the most powerful technology stack for private computation in AI. You can see that they're followed by some of the biggest names in crypto, over 100,000 followers on X. They're followed by DexCheck, which we've talked about before. Solana, that's an obvious one. Mario Nawfal, Michael Van de Pope. You can see all these major names, and they're doing things that are just really, really exciting. In terms of their up-and-coming sale, their sale is going to be taking place, the community round is taking place on CoinList. It's going to be 100% unlocked at TGE, which is very exciting for investors. And so that's taking place, like I said, March 24th through April 1st. And if we're looking at it, some of the details of it, if we go back to CoinList, we can see that it's going to be a token price of 20 cents. It's going to be a FDV of $200 million. You can see they talk about it right here. Vesting schedule, 100% of purchased tokens unlocked at TGE. Token allocation is, you can see it says right there, 20 million. Purchase limits is $100 minimum, maximum $250,000, and talks about the funding method as well. But so this is a project, like I've said, that is backed by Coinbase Ventures. It's backed by Greenfield and Jump. You can see it talks all about them right here. Staking facilities. It's backed by Big Brain Holdings. It's backed by Anagram, and the list goes on and on, like Moonrock Capital, Jump. Like you could see that it has some of the biggest names in crypto. So right now, if you're just looking at it, the most valuable resource in the world today, it isn't oil, it's really data. And so one thing is that to use data, we must expose it. And so if we look at all of their documents, we look at their website, you can see how one of the most important things is privacy and data. And so privacy and eroding privacy is hindering innovation in this space. But that is exactly what Archium is doing. People want to go about making trades without people knowing exactly who they were. So that's what comes into place with one of their products with dark pools. They talk about that on X. You can see it says dark pools handle about 60% of US trading volume, but they're centralized, opaque, and missing in DeFi on Solana. So with what they are doing, for example, it's basically making it where people say like Wintermute absolutely wrecks on-chain traders because they can see data of what people are bidding on. And so with Arcium, they're just going to use their tech to create dark pools, meaning people can place trades without anyone seeing their trades, and then thus protecting traders from people like Wintermute. So that's something that's very, very important. You could see it's all about encrypting your data, making sure it is safe, secure, and no one knows. People can't easily know exactly what you're doing. Let's say if you're making a trade, for example, with dark pools. They have other on-chain products which they talk about. For example, they're going to have privacy-enhanced gaming on-chain games like poker, blackjack, battleship. They benefit from encrypted gaming states, ensuring fair play and enhancing the user experience. So they're all about this. So Arcium Network is going to be providing a foundation for confidential automated market makers, real-time prediction in oracles, secure digital identity, confidential DAO governance. They're all about making sure everything is encrypted and secure and safe, making sure that your data, your privacy is yours. And so it's just imagine if you could use your data without ever exposing it, having someone read your diary and give you insights without actually seeing your words. And that's exactly what Arcium does for the digital world. So today, when you use any app or service, one of the big problems is you have to share your personal information, you share all your data, and so it's like having to hand over your house keys just to get food delivered. And so Arcium is changing this completely. If we look at their what is Arcium, their About Us page, there are so many examples where Arcium is encrypting data and can encrypt data from medical care without privacy risks, secure shopping where online stores could recommend products based on your preferences without knowing what you've browsed or purchased. There could be banking without exposure, online gaming without cheating. And ultimately, this is something that I think is a game changer for the entire Web3 and Web2 space, because it's like an iPhone moment for data. When you look at what they talk about on CoinList about some of their key highlights, it's 10,000 times faster than FHE. It's fully decentralized, it's trustless, and they're revolutionizing AI, blockchain technology, TradeFi, healthcare, supply chain, government, really everything, because everything that we do on the internet is all about data. There's so many practical use cases. And so if we're just looking at it, they have a proven team, they have practical use cases. They're coming in at a time where this is something that's very, very important. And with their token unlock schedule having 100% unlocked at TGE, it's what you really, really like to see. So just looking at this project, if you look at their website, you could see all the details of their team. You could see how their team has over very proven track record. You could see all the details about them. If you go ahead and click on any one of their profiles, you could see their Twitter, their LinkedIn, details about them. And so I really like to see this. I think they've had some pretty big acquisitions recently, over 10 million funding from, like I've said, Coinbase Ventures and all those companies. And with their public round, their community sale coming out in the next couple of days, really probably exactly when you're watching this, I think it's a project you really want to be keeping an eye out on, because they're only going to have one public sale ever. This is your opportunity to get in at this price before they go public. So keep an eye out on this. I'll put a link down to their public round over on CoinList in the description down below. But this is a project that I'm definitely investing in, and I'm very excited for their launch later in 2025.